We are seeing some photos the Rams have put out of Myles Garrett. So I want to ask people, 216-474 to below 92, are you upset that Myles showed up to practice for the Rams today? Because I think there's a lot of Browns fans out there that were waiting for him to show up with the Browns. Obviously, he never did, and with good reason. And now he's being a good soldier with Los Angeles in a non-mandatory session today because they don't have mandatory minicamp until June 15th. Myles Garrett in attendance reporting for duty.
So I'm posting right now, sorry. Myles Garrett at OTAs? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What changed?
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, new zip code. I wonder. And so I'm not upset with Myles for this at all, by the way. I also wouldn't be upset if Myles all of a sudden turned in some great leader and was trying to be everything that he wasn't with the Browns with the Rams. I won't hold that against him. If anything, I think that's him learning from what pisses people off and what doesn't. What? You give me a look there. Is life not just trying to figure out what makes other people mad and then adjusting along the way?
It's cute that you think that Myles Garrett's the least bit interested in alleviating what angers people.
I think he knew. I think this was obvious, and he knew that, hey, this got Todd Monken really angry. This got the Browns really angry. This got the fans really angry. How about a great first impression? How about we show up to camp for the Rams in a spot I don't even have to be there with?
Yeah. Again,
it's an easy win. You're showing your employer now that you're this hardworking guy that's going to show up all the time. You're showing the fans that again, mandatory minicamp's not till June 15th.
I think you're giving Myles way too much credit here.
Turning over a new leaf. The mistakes you make in the past, you don't have to make in the future. I think there's an obvious. This is basically, Daryl. You've been a man in many relationships in life. Don't you think about the idea that in past relationships and places you failed, the whole point is that you get to a spot where you stop making the obvious failed mistakes?
What makes you think I was the problem?
Life.
Knowing me as long as you have.
Exactly. Our whole friendship. I think there's a giveaway there. Well,
I know you're not happy and just going to have to live with it.
He doesn't have to take the easy route here, Myles.
Oh, trust me. I've played that card before. It did not end well for me.
Myles could just as easily not show up until the mandatory minicamp, and every Rams fan, all 12 of them, would be like, I get it. It's fine. You don't have to be there. Finish your vacation. Hang out with Chloe in her house 20 minutes away. Do whatever you got to do, Myles. You'll be there when we need you. He's making a point. Myles is making an obvious point. He knew how much it pissed off Browns fans. He knew how much it made Todd Monken mad. He knew how much it drove the organization crazy. All these type of things.
Hey, listen.
And so he's showing up. Things he didn't do here, he's showing up. I like this for Myles.
Now, you know what? I have some advice for the folks in Los Angeles. Watch yourself on the 405. That is all.
Yeah, well, he doesn't get to go fast enough in the 405 to even have those problems. Another beautiful thing.
Down right now.
Another beautiful development for Myles. They have so much traffic there.
Well, because you think he's just so interested in all this personal growth all of a sudden.
Well, I mean.
Next, you're going to say, yeah, he's going out to Los Angeles to be the leader of the Rams. He's destined to be the leader in the locker room that he never was ever going to be here.
If it happens, it happens. New set of rules. Sean McVay might run a tighter ship than what Kevin Stefanski was running. I don't know. I would make a good dollar bet that he's a better head coach than Stefanski is.
Something tells me that, I mean, Kevin Stefanski wouldn't let rookies pick their own jersey numbers, okay? Come on.
You think Myles Garrett's going to roll his eyes in the back of victory speeches? Yeah, but Sean McVay? Hell no.
Understand the context of why he rolled his eyes, though. That was have I ever lied to you guys before? That's what caused Myles Garrett to roll his eyes and have the expression on his face, which I totally get.
I get too.
But little context to that here.
Listen, this is
if Sean McVay maybe did some things the way Kevin Stefanski did some things, and McVay's in the locker room giving the speech, and he goes, "Hey, have I ever lied to you guys?" I would then expect Myles to have a very similar reaction. Because fair is fair. Unless, of course, he's really taken this big, leaps and bounds of personal growth that you're talking about.
I mean, all this is for myself. I'm sure there'll be Browns fans that get upset with this.
I wonder if Myles' dad's going to take creepy pictures of the media like he did here in Cleveland.
Well, we could just say everything now. Okay.
Oh, no, that happened a few training camps ago.
I know what happened. I get it.
I turned around, the cameras pointed at me, and I'm just like, what's going on here? And so, and he kept calling my name, trying to get me to turn around.
Is that right?
And I'm just like, no, I don't want my photo. Who wants a photo of me? Have you not seen my face? Face for radio here. Nobody wants to look at this. Okay, I get it. It's fine, but So finally I go up to him and I say, hey, what's going on? Oh, I'm just taking pictures of everyone at camp. I'm like, what, you putting us on dartboards or something?
And what do you say to that?
Nothing. So probably did put us on dartboards. Or maybe we had it. Maybe there was maybe there was a cemetery in the backyard.
I never had a problem with Myles' dad. Myles' dad was one of those people that is very how do I put this? He liked sliding into media members' DMs.
Yes,
okay,
that is accurate.
That's the thing about him. Okay, and so I never had a problem with him. I always had. I never had a problem with him. Let's just put it that way. But if he took a photo of me at camp, I would be inquisitive of like, what are you doing over there? Maybe he just want to send it to you later and be like, I'm taking these photos. I just want to send it to you a little bit later on. But Myles' dad is not the point.
I've broken my fair share of cameras over the years. But you're right. But I'm just
the point is that if Browns fans are upset with Myles Garrett because he's reporting for camp, I would argue that this was always going to happen. OTA, yeah. I would argue this is always going to happen. It was always, this is the first impression, the good look. This is when anytime you get a new job, you're going to work later. You're going to make sure that you're on your P's and Q's. You're going to show up with your best outfits and everything all ready to go. And like, this is also it's a work honeymoon phase for a reason. He's going to do things in the upcoming weeks that he never would have done and never will do, by the way, next year even. This is just him trying to, hey, I'm not that guy.
That's the test. What does he do next year?
He's not going to do it next year. There's no way he does it next year.
Because he's walking into a situation where he's going from double-digit losses to double-digit wins and potentially competing to win a Super Bowl. And hey,
he might also, by the way, he might be more motivated too, though. Let's not leave that stone unturned.
Former Browns have had some pretty good success in Los Angeles. I mean, Baker Mayfield went out there. That helped him get the gig in Tampa and get him paid well. Odell Beckham Jr. went out there. Now, granted, Odell got hurt in the Super Bowl, but he won a Super Bowl ring.
I just keep wanting to say Austin Corbett now, but that's fine. But the point is that when it comes to Myles, and again, he might not do this next year. Who cares if he does or doesn't? I think now,
next year I'm going to pay attention to this.
He's not going to do it next year. I would bet so much money he's not going to do it next year, and that's fine. This is all about making a good first impression.
Hang on, I'm going to
and understanding how
get a hold of your friends in the desert.
This is
now.
a layup, but there is that idea. Is there a part of Myles that maybe Myles would have been at all this other stuff that even some veterans skip anyway?
Yeah.
If he felt like it was all worth something, if he felt like he was actually playing towards the double-digit win season that the Rams are projected to have. The Rams are projected to be the very best team in the NFL this year. Like, you do act differently when you think you're playing towards a Super Bowl.
Well, that trade tipped it all in the Rams' favor. All the books moved in the Rams' favor to win the Super Bowl.
But they were still in the Super Bowl bubble, what I call the Super Bowl bubble, which is the top 5-6 teams anyway. They were in that bubble even before this trade.
But now they're sitting on top of it.
But if you're Myles and you've never really been in a position to be on a Super Bowl favorite, especially not one that is the Super Bowl favorite before the season gets underway, maybe you do act a little bit differently when it comes to your approach towards OTAs, your approach towards different mini camps, your approach towards all of this. I tend to think he's just trying to make a good impression, but I wouldn't hate it if he looked around and said, no, I'm actually playing for something. No, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be everywhere.
I just can't believe he showed up for OTAs.
And he looks as jacked as ever, by the way.
I know.
He looks as jacked as ever.
Well, see, and that's why I never got mad at him never showing up for OTAs here, because like it's not like he showed up to camp out of shape or the mandatory camp in June out of shape or anything like that.
Working out is his hobby. I don't think that's something people don't understand. And Aaron Donald's
After
very similar to this
After the press conference the other day, he wanted to go work out.
Which I thought was a big miss by the Rams to not be like, yeah, we'll open the doors and let you work out. They're like, no, get after it tomorrow. I'm like, I don't think you guys understand.
By the way,
the man's obsessive. I don't think many people really understand, including the Rams in that conversation. These NFL players that are built like Myles are not just some of the greatest football players to exist. They're also some of the greatest working out people in life. Like they work out at a level.
Gym rats.
That is. I mean, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like
minus
everything
the steroids.
Bodybuilder type stuff.
No steroids, though.
Yeah, but like the amount of weight that some of these guys can move and some of these guys can lift is, I mean, it's insane. And they're as good as they are at football. They're almost as good at working out. This is part of what goes hand in hand in that.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to love his press conferences in L.A. when he shows up after practice with no shirt on.
Well, it'll fit the culture down there.
Yes.
You know, where just everyone's got a six-pack, everyone's ripped.
He will fit in well.